Hi everyone, today we're going mudlarking along the Thames in London. It's been such beautiful weather recently. It's been great to get out and about on the Thames and the Thames estuary alike. And I'm not the only one enjoying the flowers. Thank you for joining me. As I'm walking along the Thames path, it's so beautiful to see all the bushes and the flowers. So many colours, and they're all buzzing with life, literally. Full of bees and flies. And these are quite glorious, just look at these. Oh my goodness, he's having a good time. These pollen sacs, it's incredible. Look at that. Makes me want to have some honey. So the first thing I found today is this that looks like very thin, possibly another token. You might recall I found a token a little while back, a Hans Crowwinkle jeton, and this feels very similar because it's extremely thin. I can't see what's on it, but it's rather exciting, I have to say. That's that side, and then this is that side. I can't quite make it out, so I'm extremely excited about looking this up, or having a closer look when I get home. Where's that one there? How exciting! And here is a coin which has just been revealed when I moved the stone. Let's have a look and see what it is. Okay, it's a 1946 farthing. I love these because they've got the little Jenny Wren on them. You can just see it there. 1946. I think it's 46. Could be 45. And then on the other side, King George. I've just seen something rather beautiful. Can you see it? It's down there by a little stone, and I'm going to zoom in very slowly. It's just there. It looks like a little butterfly brooch. So let's see what it's got on the other side. It's a beautiful little butterfly brooch. It's even got one tiny antenna. Just seen a pipe stem underneath all this water a moment ago. So when the wake goes away, I'm going to investigate further and see if there's a whole pipe. Let's see. There it is. It's just down here. See, just here. There's the stem. And when I'm tugging it, it feels quite sort of embedded. So like there is a possibility that there's a pipe on the end. I'm tugging it and nothing's happening. So let's take a little bit of the mud away from around it. Loosen it a bit. Ah, beautiful! Oh well, it's a bit broken, but still there's a fair amount of pipe there. And it's always a pleasure to find these beautiful Victorian glass bottle stoppers. There's nothing written on the top of this one, but very pretty all the same. Look, I have just found the tiniest little part of a bicycle. It really is minuscule. Let me get out of the shadows. Yes, here it is. Tiny part of a bicycle made out of lead. With little tiny handlebars. Like a monocycle, but I think there was a back wheel, but it's missing. And on the back, it's just like a little pin. Beautiful. So tiny. I've just seen a bike down there. Well, I just moved this rock away here and saw the edge of a rather nice looking large round disc, which looks like from here, I haven't picked it up yet, maybe some kind of commemorative coin. Let's have a look. I haven't picked it out yet to have a look. So let's have a look, let's have a closer look. How exciting. Wow, look at that. Okay, I'm going to clean it off, this rock pool. Let's have a look. Oh yes, okay, so it's like a commemorative medal or something because it's got a little clasp at the top. Probably, I think I can just about make out the words coronation. And I'm guessing it's going to be Queen Elizabeth II. But when I get home, I'll give it a clean and we'll have a closer look. How very exciting! Oh my goodness. Just here I found two things. I found part of a lead man, and I don't know, he looks as if he could be in the middle of throwing something. He doesn't have legs, but perhaps it's a lead soldier about to throw a grenade. I don't know what you think. He's got one arm raised. Or is he So he looks like he's got a hood. I don't know, is he a cowboy throwing a lasso? I don't know. Suggestions welcome. And next to the little soldier, or whoever he is throwing something, there is a halfpenny from, I think it's 1942, is it? 1942, a halfpenny, but it's literally a halfpenny because it's cut in half, or sort of 2/3 anyway, for whatever reason that may be. With part of King George on the other side. I've just seen a tiny weeny little crab. He's just going under that rock there. There he is. See him? Hello, Mr. Crab. You're so tiny. What are you? I've just found this tiny little pendant, and I'm not sure what it is. It looks like it could possibly be like the face of a little dog with ears. I don't know if you can see that, perhaps, like a face of a little pug dog or something with long ears, but then I'm really not sure. Or are they wings? Let me give it a little wash off. Well, I'm still not sure what it is, but it kind of looks like 2 eyes and a nose, 2 ears, but maybe I'm completely barking up the wrong tree. Literally barking up the wrong tree. Perhaps taking it home and looking through the magnifying glass will help. I don't know if it's got anything on the other side. No. Okay, unidentified object. I'm back in my studio now, and I'm going to do a little roundup of the finds that featured in today's video. Here they are. I'm not sure if that's the actual stopper, because I put it in a box full of stoppers and then, of course, completely mixed them up. So I don't know, it could be that one, but let's say it's that one. It was a whole one. So I'm going to start with this little token here, which I would love to know more about. It's quite small and very, very thin, and it has what looks like Arabic writing on it, if you can see there. Although it's very thin, it's very, very sturdy. And that's this side. So if anybody knows what that writing means, or what this token is, where it's come from and how old it is, or anything about it really, please let me know, because I know absolutely nothing about it at the moment. And now for this rather beautiful medallion, this commemorative medallion, which was made to celebrate the coronation of George VI and Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon as King and Queen of the United Kingdom and the Dominions of the British Commonwealth, and as Emperor and Empress of India. And it took place at Westminster Abbey on 12th of May 1937. And that date was originally going to be the coronation of Edward VIII, George's brother, but Edward VIII abdicated in December 1936, 3 days before his 41st birthday. And so in May 1937, it was decided that his brother and sister-in-law's coronation would take place instead. So this is them there, George VI and Elizabeth there. And there it is to commemorate their coronation, May the 12th, 1937. A little bit battered, but I'm sure whoever had it was very proud. It was actually the first coronation to be broadcast on the radio or on the television. And here we have this rather tiny little bicycle, a monocycle. Perhaps part of a game, I'm not sure. Or maybe it just belonged to that tiny crab. And we have the 1946 farthing, which I love. I love Jenny Wren's. And there's King George VI there on the back. Here we have the lead person frozen forever in time whilst throwing something. We might never know what he was throwing. A grenade, a lasso, a bunch of flowers, or maybe he's just dancing. Doing something though. And what else? Oh yes, we have the glass bottle stopper. And the butterfly. This beautiful butterfly with his single antenna, and I'm sure that there used to be paste little stones perhaps in the wings before. It's a very fitting find for this time of year with all the bees and butterflies and flies buzzing around. Here is the half a halfpenny, or 2/3 of a halfpenny, from 1942. I'm not sure why it's been sliced. So if you do have any ideas, please let me know. You can just see part of George there, George VI again. And here is another little mystery. A funny little face with long ears. So if anyone has any further information on this character, please do let me know. Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining me today. And you may recall in my last video that I found this beautiful pin here with two bombs on either side of a little face with a flying helmet and flying goggles. And the general consensus was that it probably wasn't official because it looks a little bit childlike, and everyone was right. I'm going to play you the footage just in case you missed me finding it last time. It looks like a man's head with, let's say, two bombs on either side, so perhaps something to do with the RAF, something military, anyway. Thank you very, very much to everybody who helped to ID this find and to
research. There were a lot of people on the case, and it was great. It was a real tough nut to crack, actually. And the man who finally came up with the correct answer was a man named Kelly, who is an artist from Norfolk, and he does some excellent art, by the way. And he was able to pinpoint the exact 2 issues of The Wizard, the boys' comic, in 1939, in February and March, when this badge, which could be an observer's badge or a pilot's badge, was given away with the comic. So some lucky young chap would have worn this at some point before it ended up somehow in the River Thames. And the man in between the 2 bombs is probably Matt Braddock, who was quite a controversial pilot, it would seem, having read up a little bit about him. I've also got quite a collection of vulcanite bottle stoppers. I love picking them up. And somebody wrote to me the other day, a lady called Faith, and she found a vulcanite bottle stopper, and I've just found that I do have one the same. It has WCRL on it. I'm often able to trace the history behind these vulcanite bottle stoppers, but I also have drawn a blank on this one, and Faith has 2. So do you know what WCRL or WCR Limited stands for? Is it some kind of brewery or an old tavern? If you do know, please can you let us know? Faith and I would be very grateful. Thank you very much. I'd like to say hello to Hannah and Sam, who are 2 young mudlarks in the making. So hi Hannah and Sam, I hope you're having fun out there in the mud searching for treasures, and look forward to seeing photographs of what you found. And if you're out there, everybody, searching for treasures, whether it's in the mud of the Thames or in fields or in the hedgerows or on the beach, happy hunting and have a great week. Thanks, bye. Oh, and who have we got here? A little convention of geese and goslings.